In 1906, a group of women met at the Methodist parsonage to discuss the possibility of reorganizing the Women's Institute. Mrs. Churchill was elected president, Mrs. C. Edwards was elected vice president, and Mrs. Headley was elected secretary. The second meeting of the Onondaga Women's Institute was held February 14, 1906, at the home of Mrs. W. Wood, and the president gave an address telling the members that the success of the society depended on each member taking an active part in participation. In its early days, the membership fee of the Institute was 25 cents. The membership of the Institute grew in 1907 with 31 members, growing to 48 members in 1910. In 1907, a meeting was held in the Township Hall to decide on the purchase of an organ. It was a ballot vote in favor of buying a new organ, and it was decided that the bell ringers would have a concert to fund the organ. In 1909, Dr. Laidlaw of Canesville gave a talk on the prevention and curing of illnesses, including the importance of sunshine and fresh air. In 1910, members of the Women's Institute were expected to write papers on different subjects. Some of these topics included home decorating, emergency dishes in case of unexpected company, how to make tea, and poultry raising. Music was an important part of every meeting, with many members and friends contributing at each meeting. Many members played violin or accordion, with vocal or piano duets. A roll call was held at every meeting, and members would discuss different topics including recipes, gift ideas, and economic tips. By 1913, there were 52 members of the Women's Institute. In this year, the branch decided to have a strawberry festival at a price of 5 cents for adults and 20 cents for children. The members of the Institute were keen on many subjects, including different countries, literature, girl guides, buttonless garments, and the effects of typhoid fever. A controversial topic of this time was adding sidewalks in Onondaga, in which the women of the Institute were very interested in, and they donated $5 to the sidewalk fund. The Brantford Hospital was of great concern for the members, and the members donated $20 for 5 years to make a pavilion fund. The war effort began to be the priority in the Women's Institute. Knitting socks, Red Cross work, flannelette nightshirts, jam making for soldiers, and boxes for soldiers were all things that the members worked on at this time. During the Second World War, members of the Institute sent boxes to local soldiers at war, sent donations to the British Relief Fund, made jam and sent it overseas, and knitted and made articles of clothing and quilts for soldiers. The members of the Institute had community involvement with many different local organizations. Some of these organizations included the Widows' Home, the Onondaga School Board, and the Girls' Ball Team. In 1931, the Women's Institute sent 2 girls to the Girls' Conference in Guelph, and when they returned, they spoke at a meeting about their experiences. The Women's Institute would take a yearly bus trip. Some of these trips included a bus ride to Collingwood and a trip to the Royal Winter Fair. In 1996, the 90th anniversary of the branch was celebrated in style as the members dressed up in period costumes. The branch is now closed because women's institutes have become less popular within society. The Onondaga Women's Institute will always be remembered for their community involvement and especially their aid to both the First and Second World War efforts. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the Victoria Park virtual walking tour on Sunday.